So this is a turnoff for the Hite Marina. In past years, people would go down there and get water, use the restroom and stuff, but it is closed this year. I don't think it's permanently closed, but closed still sucks because without it, it's a 40-mile water carry about. Fortunately, we left the cache like over there. So we will only have a 25-mile water carry, but still, hopefully Hite Marina reopens at some point and 40 miles doesn't become the norm. So leaving the last water source we were at, it was 16 miles to get to our cache, and then another 25 miles from there to get to the next water source. But unfortunately, it's just like, I think the hottest day of the trip so far. Sure feels like 100. I think without the cache, unfortunately for our friends, it's a 40-mile water carry to the next like reliably good source. Like normally there is a little marina on the Colorado River where you can get water from them, but with the marina closed, it's bad. I mean, 40 miles, that's big. And then through like a section that just is so hot, no shade. So not normally a thing, it's just, unfortunately, the marina is closed this year. I think last year it was open. And it is just this year where it is a problem, unfortunately, for us and for them. So 6 p.m. now, feeling better and moving on. I think we're close though. Oh, yeah. First, that's a cool balancing rock. But second, this is something I've heard of about this trail for a long time. There's a really fun little rock climb, and maybe not fun for everyone, but somewhere up there, because we're going way up to the tippy top, and it's known as the chimney. Some people don't like it. There's an alternate to go around it entirely, but I really like this kind of stuff, so here we are. So I think it's up there in that little crack. May not look that tall from here. I'm really not sure how tall it is. 20 feet? I don't know, we'll find out. So I went up there and looked at it, and it's right up that crack. But it kind of seems like there's a ledge, like, right in the middle before doing the final, like a two-pitch climb, though it's super easy compared to like real rock climbing. But anyway, it looks like it would suck while carrying a backpack. So Sprocket has a little bit of rope. So we are going to, or I'm gonna climb up about halfway, and then we're gonna drag the packs up one by one with her little rope, and hope the rope doesn't break. This wouldn't be so bad with packs, but we just filled up like 5 liters, so that's pretty cumbersome and like extra heavy. Yeah, so if it weren't for like the water, I think it'd be like way more doable with the pack. And it's certainly doable with the pack. It would just be a bit more annoying, and we have the rope, so might as well. Just the first two. Yeah. Yeah, but as long as you're in that crack and your foot is down, I think like it's good. It's just a little bit weird. Really? I thought the bottom two were the worst bit and this one was easy. Huh. Wow. Wow, he did it! He did it! Congrats! Woo! So what we wound up doing was tying the string to Sprocket's pack, to my food bag, which had all my water bottles and stuff in it as well, her food bag with water bottles, and then my backpack, just because like hauling up one pack at a time was really uncomfortable. My hand isn't looking so strong after it. So personally, I don't think I would ever want to do that with my backpack. It's just like a very tight crack, and the best way I kind of found to like get up through it was to like really jam myself in that crack, and I would not have been able to have like really done that wearing my backpack. So this is one instance where like carrying the rope, maybe the only instance this whole trail, we'll find out, but where carrying the rope is like very beneficial. I'd say we have maybe like, I don't know, 20, 30 feet? What do you think?
Uh-huh, about that.
Yeah. Do you think anyone could do this with a backpack on?
No.
No. Like, they couldn't do it, or it just...
They probably could, but it'd just be no fun.
Yeah.
It'd be really squishy.
Yeah. It would be no fun with a backpack on, so... But hey, we did it. There we are. The chimney climb is one of those things on the Hayduke where I heard about it many years before ever planning on hiking this trail myself. It's infamous in many ways, and certainly one of the hardest climbs on this entire route. When it comes to other long trails out there, it would be mostly silly to bring rope for any other reason beyond hanging a bear bag. But on the Hayduke, there's more than a few areas where it will come in handy. Being able to climb up something or down something unencumbered by your backpack, to then be able to lift it up behind you or drop it down before you with the rope is an incredible thing. I think we have about 30 feet of it, and I am very happy to have it here and would certainly recommend bringing some yourself. So, now that this little iconic feature is over with, next up is the Red Benches, Fiddler's Canyon, and the Dirty Devil. Any sort of guide for this trail is pretty funny. Coming up to these seemingly impossible multiple 1,000-foot drops into canyons, and then reading that there is only one single way to get down there. To be extra sure that you've got it right, as any other option would be very bad. So this is Fiddler's Cove Canyon, and it was another one of those moments of like, how do we get down there? But it's not so bad. Or it doesn't look so bad. I like to imagine the creators of this route walking the rim of these features for miles and miles, looking and descending, getting it wrong, going back and repeating this process for hours, and how crazy that must have been. I am extremely thankful for their efforts and how amazing this experience is because of them. The two creators of the Hayduke, Mitch and Mike, took 2 scouting trips to create this trail 20 plus years ago. Both trips lasted for about 100 days each and very firmly placed them both in the legendary status of hikers. Thank you, Mitch, and thank you, Mike, for creating something so incredible, for spending so much time, I'm sure, scouting out all of these seemingly impossible routes. So this is impossible to see, but I mean it's way further down than it looks. So we were way up on the very, very tippy top. And from this angle, I don't even know how we got down most of the way, but I guess you can't really see it. I don't even think that is the top. But hey, we're here. So this is the Dirty Devil River. We hear that it is about as bad as it gets, that there's agricultural runoff in it, which I've tried to drink water like that before and it just gave me really terrible stomach aches. Heavy minerals, they say, whatever that means. Uranium? I don't know. If you were to fill your water bottle with it, it would just look like mud because it's just full of silt. And it's alkaline tasting, so salty or whatever, also no good. And finally, there's cows everywhere. Just cow poop, cow tracks, cows. So just like everything about this, it's kind of hilarious. We're following this river for like 8 miles or something, I don't know. And we just can't even really drink it. So we're actually following this river, and yet we're in like we're still doing a 25-mile dry stretch. There's definitely people that have drinking this before, but I think just given all of the not so good parts about it, it's probably best that we just don't. It doesn't get much worse, I think. But we're on our way. We'll be at water soon, but it's kind of hot. Maybe like 90, 95 degrees, and very sunny, so. Goodbye, Dirty Devil River. Very beautiful, probably not very tasty. I wouldn't know, I didn't try, but it's hot, and I'd rather be in a nice, tight, dark canyon, as we're heading into. So up ahead is Poison Springs Canyon, I believe. Poison Spring. That is where our next water source is. That's definitely a bighorn sheep. Just hanging out with the cows. Why? Huh. So we finished our 25-mile water carry last night. I think it was maybe a little bit more than that, 27 or something. And just wound up camping there because we were both pretty tired and dehydrated and whatnot. But yeah, worked out pretty well. Kind of feels like the standard on this trail so far is like you're gonna be carrying water for at least 15 miles, and oftentimes it's been more than that, you know. It's kind of amazing, like we haven't even gone that far, maybe 200 miles or something, and yet just how few times we've actually gotten water over the course of like 10 days. It's like, wow, been entire days we haven't gotten water once. But we are going to be in the town of Hanksville. Hanksville is a very small place and not too much going on, but I think they have a restaurant or two, and I think they have a hotel or two. Yeah, very excited for town. Next up is the Henry Mountains, Tarantula Mesa, and Capitol Reef National Park. Unfortunately, the weather forecast for the next few days is about as grim as it gets. And in desert canyons, that can be extra scary.